Good evening, StreamYard and YouTube fans. This is Philip Reynolds, and I know it's been a while, but I am giving you the week 9, and I don't mean week 9, but shoot, that's not week 9, guys. That's game 9. Let me go out, and I'll be back, and I got to change some stuff here. Sorry about that. I had some misinformation. It's game 9 and overall stats, not week 9. I'm sorry. Uh, my next game is game 10, and the Madison Mad Dogs will be taking on will be taking on Tulsa, and that will be in Tulsa. Uh, and the thing about that is Tulsa is the only team so far that the Madison Bulldogs. Uh, yeah, it. Me and Vince just finished doing Fast Drive Football Part 2 league creation setup, and that was really good. It was nice. But the Madison Mad Dogs, they play Tulsa. That will be the end of week 4. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. That'll be the end of week 5. Uh, and So far, they've only had one win, but they've had a long stretch where they've lost by one or tied, or they, it's either they've lost by one, tied, or lost in overtime by one. Last game they lost by 2. It was the first game that they lost by more than one. And last game it was a 3-2 win, 3-1 win in favor of the Springfield. For the Madison Mad Dogs, uh, Logan got a goal. Marshall got the first assist. Novak got the second assist. Kraus had 4 saves in that game. There were 6 shots on goal, only 1 goal. For the locker room checks, you had 1 -2 to stamina and 2 no changes. Penalties, Madison had 3. Watson, Viktorovich, Stokes all had a penalty, all 2 minutes. You had 2 roughing calls and 1 high stick. Logan was your MVP, and Kraus was your second MVP. If you were to give a third MVP, it would. I didn't give it, but if you were to give a third MVP, it would go to Novak simply because he got the second assist. But I only gave out first and second MVP. For Springfield, Lindemann had 2 goals. Pellerin had 1 goal. Your Atkins had 2 first assists, and Parrish had 1 first assist. Mercer, Rosinski, and Mueller each had a second assist. They had 10 shots on goal. They had 3 goals, no saves. They had 2 plus 1 to control, and 1 no change. There were 2 penalties, 4 minutes. Rusinski got a penalty. Huff got a penalty. 1 penalty was tripping, the other was holding. Your MVP was Lindemann because he had 2 goals. Pellerin for the other goal, and Atkins was third because he had two first assists. And after after the game 9, Marshall, I'll just give you your top goal scorers. Marshall is your lead scoring goaler with 4. Stokes has 3. Weston has 3. LaCroix has 3. And Logan has 3. Klein, Brunel, Fletcher, and Leveske have 2. And Novak has just 1 goal. And those are your top 10 goal scorers. They've got 56 shots on goal and 28 goals so far. Kraus has 20 saves. And there are 3 other players that have 1 goal. That's Preston, Heath, and Lawson. Logan and Leveske each have 1 lone goal. Logan, Novak, and Preston each have 2 solo assists, and Stokes and Weston have 1 solo assist. Stokes leads the team in first assists. He has 4. Logan, Leveske, Novak, Preston, and Heath are tied for second with 2. Marshall and Novak lead the team in second assists with 3. And Klein, Viktorovich, and Forsland each have 2. They're tied for the second position. And LaCroix, Brunel, Heath, Gaines, and Underwood each have 1. There have been 12 no changes, 3 plus 2 to control, 3 plus 1 to defense, 2 plus 1 to attack, plus 1 to keeper, and minus 2 to stamina. You have had 13 penalties, 26 minutes. 4 of those penalties are by Lawson. He has 8 minutes. Weston has 2 penalties for 4 minutes. Viktorovich has 2 penalties for 4 minutes. 3 holding calls, 3 roughing calls, 2 hooking calls, 2 interference calls. Kraus has 2 first MVPs. He has 4 second MVPs. Leveske has 1 first MVP, 1 second MVP, 1 third MVP. Klein has 1 first MVP, 1 second MVP. Lawson has 1 first. Stokes has 1 first. Logan has 1 first, 1 second, 2 third. Fletcher has 1 second. Novak has 1 second. LaCroix has 2 third MVPs. Weston and Marshall each have 1 third MVP. And those are your stats so far for Stone Cold Hockey Season 2. And we're playing Tulsa next. Tulsa is the team that Madison has beaten, so we can win this. And if you look at the Stone Mountain Press on Facebook, you'll notice that uh, Gary talks about coming out with a fictional WHA uh, fictional league. And whenever that happens, I'll probably get that. That'll probably be my next get for Stone Cold Hockey. I did notice that one of the Eastern teams is Cleveland. It's mentioned in that Facebook post what the names of the teams are. So you'll want to check that out. Definitely something you'll probably want to pre-order because it'll go quick. And that's all I have for you tonight, guys. This one's a wrap. The next Stone Cold Hockey will be uh, it will be the Madison Mad Dogs versus Tulsa, and in hockey in Dice United, uh, the FC Cincinnati will play Toronto, and if I'm not mistaken, let me check this out. Yes, I am correct. Next game will be the advanced locker room checks for Dice United. Um, we have a ways to go for that to happen for Stone Cold Hockey. I don't have that doesn't happen until week 12 for Stone Cold Hockey. But in Dice United, we will have the advanced locker room checks, which basically means we're at the midway point for the current season of MLS soccer. That's all I have for you tonight, guys. Take care, and may all your roles be good ones. And this one's a wrap. Check out me and Vince on for Fast Drive Football Season 2. Can Steve Hightower pick up a second trophy? Hey, will Vince do it? Tune and find out, guys. Take care.